Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Errin and Larry. My name is Larry.
I'm Errin.
And I don't know if you guys can see, but this is Chloe. Today, I tasked Errin with the task of coming up with the topic for today's video, and she came up with...
We're gonna talk about marriage, how it's been, what are our favorite things about it, what don't we like about it. Just really dive into, we've been married for 2 years now, and so just talking about how it's been, what's different, and those kinds of things.
Before we get started and really dive into everything, I want to take care of a few housekeeping things. First of all, make sure you like this video. I really need Errin to be on board with this, and for her to continue to be on board with this, we need engagement on the video. So please like the video, leave some comments, some questions, whatever you guys have. Nice things only, please. If you're watching this on our joint channel, which will hopefully be alive by the time this video comes out, then subscribe to that channel. If not, just subscribe to my channel. It's cool. Okay, that means that there will be a joint channel. So make sure you subscribe to that channel and do that for us. And if you would not mind, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as we continue to document. I'm asking you guys up front. Do all those things. And now we will get into the video as it begins to rain really hard. Your idea, I'll let you decide who goes first.
Let's, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think our marriage has been in the last 2 years?
Solid 8. You look surprised.
I am.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought you'd rate it like a, hey, Hamilton. Sorry, that's our cat.
Oh, Hamilton showed up.
I thought you'd rate it a little bit lower than that.
Why?
I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it. You would either say 8 or like an 11. Like
That's because I've been rating you as an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10 recently.
Yeah. I ask scales a lot in our relationship. But why do you say an 8?
I say an 8 because it's been majority really good. And not just our marriage, like our entire relationship. I don't think we've had that many really big fights.
Except for when you broke that table.
What table?
Remember that side table?
No.
The little foldy out table?
Oh.
He got angry.
That was the result of a fight.
Yeah, he got angry and he pushed a little $10 table that we had and it snapped.
It was cheaply made.
R.I.P. table.
R.I.P. table. We haven't replaced it either.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think we've had any major fights. The majority of our relationship has been happy, good stuff. I don't really have any major complaints.
Well, that's good.
What about you?
Like complaints-wise?
No, like scale out of 10.
I would say our relationship's a 10.
You think we're killing it?
Yeah, I do. We communicate really well. We talk to each other, which is the same thing as communicating, but I said it twice.
No, communicating is different than talking.
Yeah, I guess so. But we do both really well. I think we communicate our emotions together really well. I tend to have an attachment to him where I don't like to be alone. I don't like to do things alone. I like him being around. So if we could spend every moment together, that would be fine with me. Like I don't really get tired of him often, except for when he's chewing gum.
I'm not chewing gum.
I know, I'm just saying. You're allowed to chew gum chewer. But yeah, I would say a 10. There's some places we could work on, but still, I think we're doing really good.
I think so. A lot of people say that the first year of marriage is really hard, but I don't think that was true for us.
Was it our second year of marriage was COVID?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year.
So last year was harder than the first year, I'd say.
Yeah.
But we had things happening where...
Yeah, there were other things involved. I think it was more difficult that we were always here at the house.
Yeah. And I remember getting so bored during quarantine that I'd walk inside, stare a little bit, walk outside, stare a little bit more, come tap on your shoulder, see what you're doing. I just felt like I was completely just roaming the house all day long. And I would get so angry about it. And there's just no way to express that anger.
Yeah. So I think that was more of the reason why last year was a little tough.
Yeah. But even then, for our relationship, we still talked it out, and we still never fought.
No, I mean, the table thing was last year, but I don't even remember what the argument was about.
I do, but I won't say.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk about it off camera. Next question.
Yeah,
unless you have more to talk about.
No, I asked the first question.
Oh, so I'm asking questions too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being married?
My favorite thing probably about being married is the security of having another person there. And I can 100,000% be my authentic self with him, and I know he's not going to go anywhere. And also, like, if it's just having someone that you can constantly rely on is my favorite thing probably. And cuddles.
And cuddles.
Yeah. I've been a big fan of cuddles lately.
In the beginning of the relationship, she was not a fan of cuddles.
I did not want him to touch me. I did not like cuddles. And now all of a sudden I'm a cuddling freak.
I like it. I love cuddles. Sue me. What is my favorite thing about being married? You stole most of my answer.
Oh, we gotta get creative.
Let's see. What's my favorite thing? Besides the security, I really enjoy the security.
Oh, Chloe.
Like, I enjoy having someone who's basically on my team all the time.
We feel like a team.
Bless you. Yeah, I feel like I like having someone who's on my team all the time, who has my back, who can help do stuff around the house, who can help take care of me. I feel like you really do take care of me. Not just physically, but like emotionally. You've helped me mature as a person.
I physically take care of you.
You do. And I didn't mean that in like a dirty way. Someone who's always like, take a shower, you stink.
Yeah. Or you got something in your teeth.
Yeah.
I'm that girl.
Yeah.
I never let him walk out of the house looking rough or whatever. If he's got like grime in his teeth, I'm gonna tell him. If he's got stanky pits, I'm gonna tell him.
As it should be. As it should be. I'll add this as a caveat. Just watching each other grow.
Mm.
I feel like we're not the same people we were when we met. It's not a bad thing.
I appreciate the fact that we can grow together and still remain as in love with each other as when we started.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Nah.
Nah.
Should we give him a little kissy?
You are just all up in...
Chloe is really jealous right now.
You are just all up in the way today. I need you to get down, sweetheart.
Okay, so I think we should end the video with one more question. Is marriage what you expected it to be before we got married?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yes and no. I know that's not a fun answer to give, but I'll elaborate. Yes, because my picture of marriage was my parents and my grandparents. They've been together forever. They fight sometimes. I don't know. It's just like two grown-ups living together that are in love. I don't know. I had a very basic view of or a very basic traditional view of marriage. My dad went to work. My mom worked, but not as much.
I wish that was the case.
They mostly shared in responsibility. I don't know. I didn't really have a real opinion of what I thought marriage should be. And I'll say no, because traditional gender roles in the home don't necessarily apply to us.
No.
I take out the trash, but I also do the dishes. And I feel like we had that discussion early on in the relationship where it's like, I don't like doing this, I don't like doing this. So we kind of pick up what the other doesn't want to do.
Although as I keep working, I tend to want to be home more. Like, the dream is to be a stay-at-home wife. That's the dream.
Then that means that we need to make some money.
So y'all like this channel.
And then I'll say no because my parents spent time apart. Not like separated, but like my dad would go to work and then he'd go to the gym or he'd go hang out with his friends or whatever. And my mom was just at home doing her thing. Whereas I feel like we spend a lot more time together than my parents did. And I'm not mad at it. Mm-hmm. I just, like, that's very different than what I'm used to.
I'm sure it won't always be that way. I mean, I hope it is. I like that we're that close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very codependent.
You are.
My parents got divorced when I was young. I didn't really have high expectations for marriage.
Like you didn't expect to get married or you didn't know what to expect from it?
One, I didn't expect to get married until I was way older. Not 23. 23 is young to get married. And I didn't have much expectation of anything when I got married because I didn't really see it when I was growing up. So as far as like what to expect. I just expected us, to do the basic things that people like. A good example is like Gatlin and Micah. Our friends Gatlin and Micah got married October before us. And I saw them and how they worked and how they lived together and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we had already been living together and stuff, so I don't know. It didn't change much for me when we got married.
No.
Except for the security thing, which I already talked about.
And I'll add to that, when she first brought up this idea, I think that was one of the things you mentioned, like what's changed. And the only thing that's really changed is how much we've grown.
Yeah.
Like we moved in together.
Bought a house.
Less than a year
from
when we were dating. So we've been living together for like 2 years before we got married.
Out of the 5 years we've been together, we've lived together for 4.5 years.
Yeah, we've been living together for a long time. A lot of those things that we had talked about had already been established.
Like us living together was not a big transition when we got married because we had already been doing it.
Yeah, and then we bought the house a year later. Year and a half later, whatever.
Not even. And we bought the house. We got married in May and bought the house in January.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't as big of a thing as I guess people or TV or movies make it out to be.
I guess if you do it traditionally, the way usually you get married, but you don't live together until you're married, type thing. I guess that is a big transition, but we did not do that.
No, and we don't have to go into it. We don't owe anybody an explanation, but there are reasons behind why we moved in together when we did.
Yeah.
So unless you guys want to know that story, then make sure you leave a comment and let us know that you want to know that story. So I think that's our time for today.
Yeah.
Dramatic effect. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you made it all the way to the end. Make sure you give this video a like if you liked it. Make sure you dislike it if you dislike it. Engagement is engagement, and I don't really care. Leave a positive comment. We would greatly appreciate that. Questions, as always. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Any final words for the nice people of the internet?
What he said.
What I said. That's all we got for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you will join us next week for another episode of Errin and Larry.
Where he will come up with the topic.
Next week it's my turn. Say bye, Chloe.
Goodbye.
Hamto. Psst, psst.
He
Come
says
here.
bye.
Oh, we got a cat that listens. We have an animal that listens.
This is our crazy fam.
Say bye.